Hey everyone, Justin from Soul Graffiti here at Rush Creek Lodge, and we just completed doing the wireless sound setup with the X-Air 18. Super stoked to see it working with this new device. It's actually the SR, it's called, a 1/4 inch transmitter and receiver that we've been using to do some wireless sends and returns, going into the X-Air 18 that's in the closet, and then controlling it all through our iPads. I'm going to talk about the video setup. I do have some videos that I've done later on the playlist that I did earlier today and yesterday, but I'm just going to do it again right now to kind of get more cohesive from the first initial setup that I just did to the video, okay? Here's the drop-down screen button. Okay, there's the drop-down right there. It's on the east side of the event hall. I'm going to press that, let it drop all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to adjust it to the appropriate height for the screen projector once it's down. I also need to make sure that the screen projector displays up so I can see exactly where that's at. All right, so what we need to do is make sure that the remote is in place, the ViewSonic. The ViewSonic will be with this same cart, hopefully on the side, on the portable cart. And we're going to do our little dance with this screen projector. This sometimes doesn't work. We're praying. There we go. I just saw it blink. And it takes a little bit to engage, so I'm just going to let it go there for a little while. So as that's warming up, I'm going to go over to our source. And our source is the computer. Let's say this is the Rush Creek computer you guys are going to watch a game on, or some client comes in and wants to do some screen projector show. So you need to find the HDMI connecting cord. Right now it's coiled up right here on the ground. It'll probably need to be pulled out from this spot in the wall right here. And if you want a clean line, you're just going to want to pull it just enough to go to the spot where you have your cart, and then pull the rest back through. So it's not, there isn't too much extra leftover cord. The leftover cord can stay in the closet. So what I'm doing is taking the HDMI and the change over to the computer and plugging it into the screen out. Just plugging in now. All right. Something to really pay attention to is that when you're pulling the cord in and out, that each spot is really fragile. I've seen the screen go out, and I've literally came over here and just pulled these together in this location and this location, and it helps the screen re-engage. So just be really gentle with this. Maybe in the future we might need put some rubber firmly around it to make sure that it stays solidly connected or something. And the ViewSonic is now on. And the first thing what I'll do is go over to the screen and adjust it to the right height. I'm noticing that there's a blue area above that has the projector light, but it's on the black area, and then down below we have extra. So I'm just going to go over here, press the up button until I see it cover the appropriate area. And it's there. All right, so that's in the appropriate area. Now, it's not reading the computer, even though it's plugged in, and that's probably because it's in sleep mode. You can see that the screen is off. Once I press the space bar, let's see how long it takes to engage the screen. Boom, it happened right away. And one thing that happens with these Apple computers is that when you're in this projector mode, an external HDMI connection, it changes the screen as well. So you can kind of see that things got smaller in a certain area. So the functionality of it, knowing that it engaged. I'm going to go down to settings here. This is a very important part of making sure that you have audio for your video. So we already have the video working properly. So that's not a problem. Anything that's showing on this computer will show up there. You just need to, make full screen your video or whatever you're wanting to play. So now for your audio, I'm going into Preferences, down here on the bottom, clicking on it, going into sound in your system preferences. See if you guys can see that. Clicking on sound, and it looks like it's in headphone out. That is what we want to do. The HDMI out will actually send it up to the screen projector, and we don't want that because we don't have anything connecting to the speakers up there. It'll just play out of that small little speaker on the top. What we're doing is we're using the headphone out, which is right here on the computer, the 3.5 millimeter, to play the audio of whatever video you play here directly into this mixer, going into this transmitter over to the receiver, which is the XR18 on channel 17. And we already know the sound works because we just tried that out. So let's go ahead and test out a video. I heard that you guys sometimes want to do football games. So what I'll do is just look up football videos. And something that's kind of good to test is somebody talking. You can see their voice moving, and the goal is to see the voice moving at the same time the audio comes out. If there's any lag time, you might want to do a reset or something. But so far, this system has been flawless with working with good quality sound. I'm just going to go biggest football hits ever. All right, so this might just be a bunch of music, but okay, it looks like it's playing the track on the computer and it's playing it up on the screen. What I need to do, this audio is not up yet because it's still down low here, right, on our channel 3.4. There it is. All right, there's our audio. Looks like it's still playing our Polish ambassador. I'll turn that off. Here we go. So this is just the video now. And what you do is just go to full screen on whatever you're watching. If it's on full screen on the computer, it should be on full screen up here. And what you're noticing is that the audio is working and the video is working as well. And yeah, it's working great. So I'm going to go outside and just test out, is the sound working outside? We don't really want to watch this video outside. And it is quiet out here. Luckily, it's nighttime, so it's good that it's quiet out here. And that's because we have it set in the snapshot that we described in the previous video to just having audio inside the event hall. Something that we updated in the past 2 days here is the back speakers. Speakers 3 and 4, left and right, on both sides. So we plug that into the lower 7.1 Sony receiver. So you have quality sound. We put an EQ and this drive on the channel, on the DJ channel, which is the channel 17, to make it pop out a little bit. Just because I'm a little geeky about sound, and which is why I enjoy doing work like this. Been studying sound for so long, might as well have some fun with it. I'm going to show you just briefly what that channel sounds like without the drive that we put on. So I'm going to go back here out of all the snapshots. I'm going to go into effects. So this is what we put on it right here. It is called the dual tube stage overdrive. This is something that you might want to put on like a guitar or bass, but we use this for our DJ track for these specific speakers because some of the highs, mids, and lows just weren't registering for me. So I turned up and down some specific things. So I'm going to give you an example of what it sounds like with it off. Here we go. All right. So that's the sound with it off. I muted the DJ aux EQ, I called it, because that's what that tube driver's doing, the dual tube driver. It's sounding not bad with this specific track, but when I turn it back on, it just creates a little bit more low mids, which these speakers, because they're so small, don't have naturally. and it just balances out the room a little bit. So, sorry about my hair. I lost my hat in the pool earlier today, so you're gonna have to deal with my bed head. I hope this helps. We have the entire system working. You guys can watch your football games now whenever you want to. The live streaming TV setup, that is something that actually is not set up currently. I believe that with the internet these days, you could subscribe to the appropriate channels to get all of the live streaming directly from the Wi-Fi Rush Creek onto the computer that you use, and you could bypass these extra plugs and changes. So that's my suggestion. And having this computer is pretty valuable. So my goal is to wipe this one and have you guys take this, or you guys can get a 2013 MacBook very easily, 2013, 2014, an older model. Instead of paying like $1,200, you can pay $350, $400, and it will do all of these things for you that you're asking from it. So if you have any questions around this sound system, you can contact me at soulgbooking@gmail.com. That's soulgbooking@gmail.com. Or you can go to soulgraffiti.info. And our business line, if for any tech issues that may come up, or if you're wanting a system similar to this, you can call 510-463-GROW, 4769, 510-463-4769. And so I just want to put that out there to Rush Creek as well. If there's any issue at an event, I can't promise that we're going to be available, on call, but with some notice, if you guys are doing a sound check and there's something coming up, definitely try and give us a call, and we can walk you through some of the steps on what to do to troubleshoot the system. Nothing really happened here to troubleshoot, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case for you guys every time. But sometimes what's needed is a hard reset of specific things. And a hard reset is literally just clearing a software program and loading it again. It might be turning off the main system and turning it back on. So I'm just going to do a few troubleshooting techniques, and I'll do that on the next video. So I think these first 3 videos are the most important ones. I'm going to keep up the original videos that I created, which kind of double up on what I've been talking about, but you might just get some more information from the other previous videos that I did earlier in the past 2 days. Hope you enjoy this, and the troubleshooting video is coming up next.